When the actual hell was the last time I did a book tag? Too long ago. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie, and today I'm here to do the end of the year book tag. Like my intro said, I could not tell you the last time I actually did a book tag or actually watched a book tag. I know this is a really popular tag that most creators do at the end of the year, and like I mentioned in my November TBR, I'm ready to do like a self-check on my reading because we don't have a whole lot of time left in this year. 2025 is approaching, and although I'm excited for like a new year, I'm not ready because I have not hit my reading goal this year, and it really bothers me. I have not done or seen this tag in quite some time, so I actually went ahead and wrote the questions down after finding the original video, which I will try to link down below. But let's just go ahead and get started. The first question is, any books you started but need to finish? So I'm not a particular person that reads more than one book at a time. Normally when I read a book, it's either going to be DNF'd or finished. So because I don't really read multiple books at a time, I guess I could kind of twist this question into like book series, which I don't typically read book series, but there are some that I desperately do need to read. Ironically, the two series that I have are both young adult. So the first series is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I read this one and really enjoyed it. I gave this one 4 stars. And so I have been told that the series gets better and better and better as you read them. So I definitely want to pick up the next 3 books. And then the other book series that I have, it's only 2 books available, but I've been told that the 3rd book is coming out early next year, and I actually just read it and it was from my November TBR, but it is None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. So these are both like young adult thriller mystery books, and I feel like if you like NCIS, Criminal Minds, these books, you probably will enjoy these books. So, and I really enjoyed them. I gave them both 4 stars, so I'm excited to pick up the next books. Question number 2, do you have any autumnal books to transition into the end of the year? So it's currently November 7th and Halloween is already gone. So I feel like October is like the autumnal transition month. You know, I feel like everyone picks like spookier, darker reads. And then November is definitely like reading books that I don't typically read. So like historical fiction, which I know currently there is Historathon going on. So I promised one of my besties, Lena, who is co-hosting that readathon, that I would pick up a, not nonfiction, a historical fiction book. Even though this is like a big chunky book, I definitely want to pick this one up because obviously this is in November. But also another book that I forgot to add to my November TBR is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I don't know, something about that book just screams like autumn to me. It could just be the color of the cover, but I definitely want to read, like, I feel like historical fiction just screams to me towards the end of the year. Don't really know if that answers the question, but like those are 2 autumn books that speak to me. Question number 3, is there a new release that you're still waiting for? Yes, but they're all Christmas romances. Let me grab my list real quick, 1 second. So it's funny that this question I'm going to do with like Christmas romances because I'm actually getting ready to leave tomorrow to go visit Gwen, and every November we always hit up the bookstores and look for Christmas romances. So ones that speak to me right now is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, which is Gwen's podcast book discussion. There's also Snow Going Back, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I'm really excited for that one because if you know me, I love the Grinch. There's also one like Christmas Sweater Weather, Christmas Is All Around. So basically any new release Christmas romance, I'm gonna hop on that. Question number 4, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Ooh. I don't know. I feel like I still have not really planned like what is, I don't know, like obviously my Christmas romances, but I definitely don't read those unless it's the holiday season. So let me look real quick. Okay, so here are the 3 books. So speaking of like holiday romances, one of the books that I picked up last year but never got to, which kills me, is Cody Hall's Along Came Holly. This was released last year, and again, I never got to it, so I definitely want to read it this year. But this author, I absolutely love the way she writes her holiday romances. They're not so cheesy, but they still give you those warm and fuzzies. So I definitely want to read this one because I read her first book, which was 5 stars and my favorite book of the year last year. I said what I said. So I definitely want to read this one before the end of the year. I am most excited about this one because this is one of my most anticipated releases, and it is this month's book club pick, and it is The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulak. I loved Hidden Pictures, and I'm so excited to read his next adult thriller, and I just got confirmation that I will actually be interviewing the author before the live show discussion. This is a Patreon exclusive perk, so if you did not know or if you want to join, the link for my Patreon is down below, but we will be interviewing the author before the book discussion, and I know me and my co-hosts are super excited for this. Speaking of Patreon, this month we are hosting a Friendsgiving readathon. So again, I'm not going to share too many details, but one book that I've recommended to my friend Gwen but have never read is The Bright Side Running Club, and so I'm actually going to read this one this month and hope that I recommended a good one, because this one definitely has like strong friendship vibes. So I'm very excited for these 3. Question number 5 is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favorite of the year? I know I just mentioned this one in the last question, but I have really high hopes for this one, and the fact that I'm going to be interviewing the author always just makes the whole reading experience so good. But as far as like other books that I have not mentioned, I'm gonna go with this one that's on my November TBR. It's Lisa Joel's The House We Grew Up In, because I've heard really good things about this one, and I typically do love Lisa Joel. So, you know, she's either going to be like a 3-star read for me or a 5-star read for me. So I'm very excited to read this one because I know it's been on my shelf for quite a minute. So this one could pop out of nowhere. You never know. Okay, and then the last question, have you already started making reading plans for 2025? And the answer is yes. The answer, of course, is yes. I'm always trying to plan ahead. I already have something that is going to be coming out in the month of February. If you know, you know. Also, I have the first 3 months. Actually, I feel like I have like the first 5 months of Sleep When I'm Dead pre-planned. So I will be announcing the first round of picks for 2025 coming shortly. And I'm so excited to announce that with y'all because I think we got some really interesting hosts and books picked out. I'm also participating in a upcoming, I don't want to say who or what it is because I kind of know, but like I'm super excited for something that's happening in a certain Patreon that's happening in January. So I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be magical. I also ordered a Little Inkling Designs 2025 reading planner. I definitely want to really utilize that. I've always like started planners and journals and just never fall through. Like that's one of my like toxic traits about me, is like I like to start projects but never fall through. But I've actually been using one for work, and so I feel like I definitely can like transition that into like reading as well. So I'm very excited for that. So yes, I have been planning a lot for 2025, so I'm super excited. All right guys, that is the end of the year book tag. It feels so weird to like do a tag, but also like why aren't we doing these more? Where did book tags go? Can we make a comeback? I'm just saying. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I am tagging anyone who is watching this video. Either make your own video or comment your answers down below. I'll have the questions in the description box as well. Again, follow me over on Instagram. You can also join my Patreon. And of course, if you would subscribe, I would be forever grateful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be on the lookout for a certain vlog coming out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore.